message-wise has always been Afrocentric. Speaking about my experience just being, Black and being Caribbean and Latino, and my experience like with that in DR and my experience with that here. Obviously, everybody's like waking up to that now with social media and just like raising awareness on like, the things that are happening with Haiti and the DR Haiti conflict and stuff like that. I'm always talking about those topics with my music. But sonically, like genre-wise, I'm all over the place. So I wouldn't, but I did start off with Baile Funky because Baile Funky was my first love. I fell in love with Baile Funk, and that's what made me start doing music. When I thought about like, fuck it, I'm dropping out of law school or applying to go to law school, I'm gonna do music. What do I want to do? Baile Funk.
Have you made that trip to Brazil yet or no?
No, and okay. Fuck, man, I've been so busy with shows and stuff. I got invited to one of my best friend's wedding. I can't even make it to Brazil because he's having it in Brazil. But I'm sure and I'm positive that
so you gotta
when
go to
Planta,
Brazil.
I know when Planta goes to Brazil,
movie.
Yeah, I think
it will
so.
be with todo poderes,
so.
like it's gonna be. It's
like,
gonna be at the right time. I feel like again because I stay talking about alignment, like the way everything is just aligning itself. Even like in this industry, I've been here for a really long time at this point. What I would think, almost a decade, is kind of like I felt like I dodged a lot of bullets because I could have gotten popping doing this baile funk shit. Like because I came out around the same time that Chucky 73 came out. And shout out to Chucky, I fucking love him.
Chucky.
I fuck with Chucky, and he took that baile funky shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And I could have gotten popping and gotten signed like real early, but I didn't. Probably I didn't know enough. Probably I wasn't like developed as an artist enough. So all these things are aligned. All that to say, I've been doing baile funky. All that to say, now that Planta's here, once we go to Brazil, and the right time, right moment is a wrap.
But we're still doing. Just sorry to cut you off. Like we're
No, you're good.
We're still working on like mixing the genres with baile funk. So we still have 2 other EPs that are supposed to drop. You know what I mean? Like, and we're not losing any of that. All of that is still part of it. Like, you know what I mean? Let's bring it. We got a bachata. Like, we got so much shit happening, but it's just the Planta version of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The more like grunge version.
It's just us. Like,
I guess like now you'll see it. Like all of our songs are different, one from the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the EP has so many different sounds. Volume 2 and Volume 3 is gonna be the same way.
Well, you're talking about like the Afrocentric message in your music, right? And obviously that has always been kind of like the contention of like conversation online, especially like with Dominicans and Dominican artists and whatnot. You see the memes online of like the, what is it? Is it Gottfried? He has like the I know black, I Dominican thing. Like, do you feel like, right. Do you feel like that, you even mentioned how like now the conversation is a lot more, I guess, accepting, you know what I'm saying? I guess within Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican, so I can't really speak to this, why I'm asking.
But it does happen in Puerto Rico.
It does happen in Puerto Rico a lot too.
Black people in Puerto Rico.
A lot of people in Puerto Rico. But obviously, like they always go for like you guys first online. Like they're always quick to go for you.
Yeah, I would say is because we had a dictatorship, and also I have to note, DR was the first country that was colonized, so we were colonized longer than the U.S. You know what I mean? Meaning we had a longer amount of time of whitewashing, brainwashing, all that stuff.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So imagine like, I don't know exactly the number of how many years slavery was in the U.S., but imagine that times 2. That's what the DR had. So it's much more difficult for people to talk about race and those kind of things with a country that has just been through so much whitewashing from the dictatorship and obviously black folks and having a nation like the Dominican Republic wanting to take the blackness away from the island and obviously the indigenous too, as in every other colonized like island or nation. It was difficult to talk about that. So that's why, that means that makes us more ignorant or bigoted, this, that, and the third. So that's why they come at us more. But they don't understand that that's the reason why. It's just there was a lot more efforts to erase blackness earlier than the U.S. and more than the U.S. because, there was a incident where they slaughtered like 11,000, probably more, I'm fucking up the number, but like 30,000 Haitians at the border. So it was an actual, not only just whitewashing, but it was also genocide. So imagine you trying to tell somebody in DR, it's like, yo, you're black. You know what I mean? Now, this day and age, obviously because of the internet, is much more
Yeah, like
it's much more of
we
a
grew
discussion. But
up knowing
you know.
what's up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, we grew up in America. Like we got out of there.
So
Our
that's what
parents
it
came
is.
here. We got out of there, and I just grew up like everybody
Yeah,
else. You
so
feel
it's
me?
like I moved here and I was just like I was just informed with so much more, through the civil rights movement and the Black empowerment movement, the Black Panthers. There's just much more literature, much more history that does not happen in DR.
In
So
DR.
we're just much more ignorant. Like everything was just erased through the dictatorship.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm not excusing my people, Dominicans, but there is a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like people should have some grace, because had it been in your position, you'd probably be just like, and you, instead of like mocking them, because it's all fun. Like, fuck it, it's a joke. Obviously, Godfrey didn't really mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it's once you really know the reason, if you lived it and you lived in DR and you know how shit goes, you start to be like, yeah, it's a joke, but it's real life. So it's kind of,
It's easy to judge things from the outside, looking and not being
Yeah.
actually a part of that culture, or understanding, or living on the island for that respect, and
Yeah.
like trying to figure out, the nuances behind it.
that type of shit. So
And
it's
it's
like,
up to us, obviously, to educate everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we got to break that chain, break that cycle. And they're like, what are you talking about? Why would I be ashamed of where I come from? Nobody's making me ashamed of anything. You know what I mean?
And it's funny because, starting off with my music, it was, I was doing baile funky, like, I guess before it was popular and all this stuff. Like, I got poppin' doing a Dominican Afro Palo record featuring the queen of Palo in DR, Nero Lisa Nunez, and Grupo Salve Mata Los Indios, mixed it with a baile funk. That shit blew up. And that trajectory of me keeping that message was why Raul hit me up for his album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's woken up. Bad Bunny's doing Debí Tirar Ma Foto. A lot of it is bomba. A lot of it is going back to your roots, the Taíno, the African. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, the diaspora, bro.
the diaspora. Like everybody's kind of now speaking the same language, and it's like, and I'm just very happy to see it and being part of it on a grander scale. So it's like, I'm glad for fucking Raul to just call me, like, yo, I remember when you was doing this shit in like 2019, like 2020, and now you're doing Planta, like, yo, come through. Like now it's time. Like now, that's why it's like a testament. You got to keep working, no matter like which direction you make.
Yeah.
And that time when I was doing Palo and all that stuff, like I felt like I wasn't really getting the recognition too much. But again, alignment, man. It's happening all at the right time, because it might have not been the right time for me to be with Raul and like fucking perform at El Choli in front of 20,000 people.
Right.
And now like bringing that sound and fucking fusing it with one of my brothers, one of my best friends, fucking, and under Planta, under this amazing community, joining all these cultures, like it's honestly insane.